Today we're on board this Chris-Craft, got some real nice teak all over, cap rail, swim platform, and on the bow. We're going to be using Teak Clean. This is our single step cleaner and brightener. Owner's looking just to bring a bit more color, that natural orange, golden, color coming in the surface. So we're going to use Teak Clean instead of using a two-step cleaner and brightener. Real easy to use. We're going to put it on our dry surface. We're going to agitate the surface just to kind of start lifting up that dirt off the teak and then bringing back that natural golden color that the teak has to show. We always recommend, it's always a good product to have on your boat. Easy for some small spot treatments. If you have a bit of dirt or some spills, you haven't protected your teak. Simple and easy, you're not having to do a large area of your teak to rectify a small mistake. A little bit does go a long way. Today it's nice and cool down here in Florida, so we're not going to use a lot on this area, but you want to make sure. I think I'm a professional or something. There you go. All right, now that we saved the fish, we're going to use our pole. We're going to use a yellow brush, so like a medium brush, just to spread the product on. That way it's easy to control our application. Let it sit for about a minute or two, agitate the surface then with our doodle pad, and from there we'll start scrubbing. We're not going to dilute it at all. So we're putting direct product on the surface, brushing it on. As we brush it, we'll already start seeing a color change. So we're making sure the surface is well saturated. And one nice thing with all DiTEC cleaning products, it's safe to rinse in our waterways. It's readily biodegradable and non-hazardous. I'm going to use a soft doodle pad and just agitate it around the surface, working the product deeper into the grains. And we can already start seeing more of that golden color coming through. Now using a medium to heavy doodle pad. So you want to keep scrubbing until you see a nice even tone all the way through, as well as any dead teak fibers on the surface being removed. This is also a product, it is safe to go with the grain. We're not going to get those massive graining effects that some 2 parts will have on the surface as well as other 1 parts. We're not softening the teak fibers to a point where we are eroding them, and we're looking for that nice uniform color all the way through. Most of the work's being done by the product. All we're doing is removing any dead teak fibers from the surface. So that's going to give us that golden color, removing any of that graying that's coming through. It's a very simple, easy process. Let's go do one more pass just to make sure it looks perfect. Rinse everything off and let it dry. It's a very easy product to use. Now if you do have exposed metals, just be cautious. In the perfect world, you want to tape these up and then making sure we also rinse all our surrounding areas. As with any product, you don't want any product drying on the surface. So now we've finished scrubbing our teak with our Teak Clean. Like I said, we applied it to dry teak. Make sure the teak's dry. In some scenarios, if it's a bit damp, it's okay, but for the best performance, dry teak is what you want. You're going to put the product down, let it do its thing on the surface, just give it a little bit of an agitation, just to kind of start lifting that dirt, scrub, making sure you're removing any of those fibers that start coming off. Those are just those dead gray fibers that make the teak look gray. Once that's done, a good thorough rinse, making sure you remove any product, surrounding areas, things like that. And that way we finish this section, now we can move on to the rest and carry on looking at the results.